Hey YouTube family, it's your girl Jazzy, getting jazzy with jazz. And if y'all want to have a good time, YouTube family, just like I do, come on over. And I need y'all to go ahead and do this for me, like, comment, and subscribe. And then we're going to get the party started. Good morning, YouTube. So this is your girl, getting jazzy with jazz. And I am bringing y'all Basketball Wives Season 12, Episode 8. And it was a war zone. It was a war zone. That ain't the title, but this the title that I'm finna say it is. It's a war zone. So, Jennifer is doing a voiceover for her movie, and she lets it be known that she just doesn't shop. She has other stuff that she does. And I'm like, get it, Jen, get it, Jen. And then Chantel is trying to get baby Noah an agent for a photo shoot, and she's trying to get her baby into baby modeling. He just is cute. Okay, moving on from her. And then Denise and Brittany, they talk about how it is going for the matchmaking and her finding love. And Brittany says she ain't gonna find nobody. Moving on from her. And then Jackie and her team, they meet for her talk show. She is going to be working with Ty for a matchmaking segment. Moving on to the next thing. Brandy is working with Jacob for her spices and trying the spices for her. She's trying to do, sell and not sell the spices, but promote her spices for her pop-up dinner that she is hosting with Jacob. And Jacob says that if you want back to get him, if you want him back, I said that wrong, y'all. We're gonna rewind what I just said. So Brandy is working with Jacob for her spices, and Jacob is her friend. He her friend. And they just going spice shopping and all that stuff. And they trying to find spices that's going to be good, for her, like I said, pop-up dinner. And Jacob says, if you want to get him back, if you want your man back, Jason Maxill, the man that cheated with 50, 60, 70, 80,000 women on her during her marriage going on. And then Jacob says that she tells him that she is working on her business part first. And if it comes back around to the relationship part, then she'll be okay. But business is first before pleasure. And she looks pretty. She looks beautiful. She really does look beautiful. I ain't gonna even say nothing bad about Brandy. She be giving and she be serving everything that she put on. She has a body for the God. She had a pretty body. She's very, very beautiful. And then it goes to, oh Lord, why do we have to deal with her? But mean ass Evelyn. And she continues. Well, she's at the cannabis care to meet with Ming and Brittany. And then they are talking about Jackie and Jackie. And I'm like, look, y'all. And Ming tells the truth that she lied about telling Ty that she had a boyfriend. And then, and I'm like, Ming, girlfriend, let me tell you something. Are we in high school? Because the days of you lying about if you have a man or not should be for the birds. If you don't want Ty, just tell Ty that you don't want her. Period, point blank. Just terrible. And I would say that Ming is childish for that. And they are really childish. Well, both of them are. Because Ty can be childish too. They both childish. That's why they was together. And then they both toxic. As ever. And Evelyn said that she will not be on Jackie's show. And I'm like, Evelyn, you probably ain't gonna be invited. So move on. Because girl, I want you to move past this show. Because real talk, I remember when Basketball Wives was just Basketball Wives LA, and then it was Basketball Wives Miami. Tammy was on it. Susie was on it. Royce was on it. And I said, why did y'all clash and bring all the Basketball Wives together? Like, we wanted to see all y'all together. I never understood that. And that's why it's just went downhill, because everybody don't want to see that. Because we liked it being sweet. We liked it being different, and we know that Jackie was in charge of the she pretty much was the mastermind, and she was the girl for LA, because that was her turf. And then we all know that Miami was Evelyn's turf. I'm like, why y'all just didn't keep it like that? Is it because wasn't nobody watching it? Y'all already done took Basketball Wives Orlando off, and as far as I remember, somebody was watching it. I was watching it. And that was before I started reviewing videos for YouTube. But I'm like, come on now. It's like y'all grasping for straws. But going back to the point at hand, she said she ain't gonna be on Jackie's show. And I'm like, that's good. And then going back to something more positive. And Brandy meets with a restaurant owner to promote her spices in the restaurant. And I said, I love it. I love it. His name is Prince, and he is the restaurant owner. And he said, I love how she is promoting her. I love how she was promoting her cookbook in the last few seasons. And I also like how she's promoting her spices. Because I'm thinking, Brandy, girl, sometimes I might need some spices that's good other than the spices that I got in my cabinet currently. I'm like, girl, tell me where I can get them spices, because it seemed like you seasoned the food just good. And then she lets him know to try the spices, and she said she wants his honest opinion. And he says it's perfect. He loves her spices. And I said, she can cook. I have looked at her cookbook, and I have looked at her cooking on the show. And I said, that dish look good. It looks good. It looks A1. Perfect. And then it goes to Jackie. Jackie, Ty, and Jen, they meet to catch up and chat. And Jackie said that she left the charity event because it was getting too much of drama. And I can be two ways with Jackie. I can agree with Jackie on the family side. You have to keep family business out of it. And I don't care if Chantel is on the show, still, you have to have boundaries in life to know that you don't overstep the boundaries. If she telling you that she don't want to talk about her daughter and discuss her daughter, it don't matter that she on the show. If she's saying don't discuss her daughter, don't discuss her daughter. It's just simple as that. And then my whole thing with Evelyn is she just continues to pry, poke. And she pisses me off every time that I review this damn show. Just gonna be honest. She never was a favorite of mine. All the way from Basketball Wives Season 1 in Miami. Never liked her. And then she just be, just poking. And then Jen tells Ty that Ming lied about having a boyfriend. And then, Jennifer, she was the one who told Ty. And then Ty said, okay. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. I said, don't hurt Ty's feelings like that now. And she straightened her hair. And I said, look at my former WNBA player girl that turned to be a coach of the Sky. I said, come on, Ty. You look cute with your hair straightened. I said, girl, you got a lot of hair. And then it gets off of them. And then Brandy invites the ladies to her pop-up event on her phone. So she did a video invite, and then she's going to invite all the ladies, and we're going to see who's going to show up. And then Chantel does call her and pretty much tells her that she's not going to be able to make it. And she asks, is her mama going to be there? And then she said, well, yeah, she's going to be there. And she pretty much was just saying she ain't going to be able to make it, rightfully so. Because, it's a thing with Chantel, I don't dislike Chantel. I ain't gonna never say nothing bad about Chantel. I'm gonna always say that I understand and I can agree with Chantel. And I can understand. And then I can also go back to Jackie and just agree. And I don't care what nobody say. We just gonna have to agree to disagree on this situation. She was a mama. She was. She didn't raise them kids. She did not. And I'm like, Takari already done said it. She said that she did. She said she didn't raise her, and then she said that she used to pit them against each other, and then she said she used to say that she was fat, she was black, she was dark, she was ugly, and she used to make her run on the treadmill. Point period, point blank. And it's like Jackie says this stuff, and she don't want to be reminded of it. She don't want to sit back and take responsibility and take accountability. And, you know, I always said that she too old to not take accountability, because I'm like, under everything, that's her child. And I'm like, girl, quit. Don't do that, Jackie. And she stirred up all that bull crap and with the ladies. And I'm like, you stirring up all this shit with the women. And I'm like, you don't want to take accountability for your goddamn self. I'm like, come on now, Jackie. We need to act like we grown people. And you need to act like you a grandmother, which you are 2-3 times. It's 3 grandkids. And so, well, 4, because the Carver got 3 kids that I remember. And then Chantel, she got 2. So you a grandma 5 times. 5 times of a grandma. And do you have a relationship with any of your grandkids? No. Because you crazy as and that's what I'm finna say. And then going back to Miss Jackie. Jackie is filming the dating segment for her show. And Denise, Ty, and Evelyn, they say that she has no confidence in Jackie. And I'm going to tell Denise, shut the hell up, Denise. Just shut the hell up. Because I'm like, girl, why are you here? Why are you here? Just shut up. Because you don't know what you talking about. And I'm going to tell you about yourself, Denise. You sitting up there trying to side and ride for Brittany Renner. At the end of the day, don't nobody like Brittany Renner neither. I guess except for me. But my whole thing is, girl, stay out of it. Stay out of it. Because you just be putting yourself in a whole bunch of unnecessary shit for no reason. And then, you know, Ming, she shows up late. And Ty says that Ming is trying to make her jealous. And then Ming is blindfolded. And Denise is a hater. Like she already just said, she is. And she ain't got nothing going on neither. Her and Evelyn should be best of the friends. They both the same. And I said, if Denise felt like that, she should have just stayed her ass at the house. But, you know, she couldn't do that because she need her Basketball Wives check. You have to come to record for Basketball Wives. I'm like, girl, record for that we don't care about. Moving on to her, somebody else, and something else. And she told pretty much, she was blindfolded, Ming, ooh, Lord. Ming ain't blindfolded. Ty is blindfolded. And Denise is, like I said, a hater. And I done lost my place going off on these folks. And Ty says that she is going to her Brandy event. And then Evelyn, you know, talking about how Jackie brought up Shanice. And she don't want nobody to bring up Shanice. And my whole thing is, everybody knows that she done had a baby with the game. I used to love the game now. I ain't gonna put too much salt on him. But I'm finna just be real and say that everybody know that she had a baby with a broke-ass rapper. And he a felon. So my whole thing going back to how she always be trying to get and hop on Jen, talking about how Christian be scamming and this and this and that. And I'm like, but girl, you a grandmother. And your grandson has a father that is a convicted felon. I'm like, girl, think about what you be saying. You only on this show because Shani is going to let you stay on here. Because you ain't important, girl, and it's been proven. You don't have nothing going on. You don't do nothing but stay on this show and just talk bull crap. Ooh. Just irritate me. And then, like I said, Jackie, she talks to, let me get to this, and Jackie talks to Evelyn about how she feels friends and should not talk about family, which is right. Friends should not talk about family. I said that. And Jackie walks off and says that she is not going to do this because, you know, pretty much Evelyn was trying to railroad Jackie, and then Denise was trying to railroad Jackie. She said, can I talk to you? Can I talk to you? Because going back in that previous event, Denise was there, and then Jackie showed up. And then she said, hey, Denise, hey, Denise, hey, Denise, hey, Denise. She said about 5 times. And I'm like, and she didn't say nothing. And I'm like, you gonna come to her event and still trying to start the bull crap that you was trying to start. And hey, Denise, hey, Denise, hey, Denise, hey, Denise, hey, Denise, hey, Denise, and all that. And she didn't talk to her. I'm like, okay, girl, please. And then Jackie told Evelyn that she needs to stay out of her family business and she needs to stop including her family. And she also said that if she want to talk to Shanice, she needs to talk to Shanice. And then when she want to talk to Shanice, and when she want to talk about Shanice, she said Shanice is going to be here with her. It's going to be Jackie first, and then Shanice is going to be over, not Shanice, Chantel. But not Shanice, that's Evelyn's daughter. But she said, Jackie said that when she want anything need to be said to Chantel or whatever, she said she gonna be there for her. And pretty much y'all ain't gonna be trying to railroad and trick her into saying this, and that. Because what I don't like on this show is how Chantel is siding with Evelyn. And I'm like, you siding with Evelyn, but you must not know how Evelyn never was a nice woman. She was never nice to your mother. And she always talked about your mother. And still is. And I'm like, you talking about her to her daughter. And I'm like, Evelyn, you the lowest of the low. You really are. Because that's just some stuff that you can tell that I don't know what her family upbringing was, Evelyn. But she just such trash, like for real. And I'm like, she don't have no boundaries or no nothing. And that's evident because for years now, season 1, she was laying on her back to get a baby. And then season 2, she always laying on her back and she always tricking men and all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, girl, we found out about how you was rolling first season, and then the second season we kept finding out, and then you went all but off on Royce because Royce was dancing, and Royce used to be a damn dancer for the NBA Orlando Magic. She used to dance, be a cheerleader for them, and then Dwight Howard trick then impregnated her, and now he don't even want to talk about the fact that he had a baby with her. And I'm like, if y'all remember from season 1 like I do, and I know basketball, and I know Dwight Howard always been a bitch ass, and I never liked how he did her in the first season, and he's still keeping the shit going. And I'm like, so I just went all the way back to say that Evelyn she ain't nothing. She just ain't nothing but a shit starter. Just being honest. And she want to involve people's kids in stuff that don't have nothing to do with her. And it's like, Evelyn, please be quiet. Because we need you to go. And if you can't address why the hell that franchise split when it was in Miami, was it because wasn't nobody watching it? Or why did they join the Miami to the LA? And that's what made it just not interesting. And I watch it only. I haven't watched Basketball Wives consistently since this season. And I'm only watching it because I'm reviewing the show. Just had to be honest with y'all. Just had to be honest with y'all and just say that what I don't like is when you be trying to cross the line and put kids and stuff and family and stuff. And I'm like, what is your upbringing? This and that. You just ain't no good. And that's why you ain't married. You know, Jackie been married. Whether she get married every single year, she still with Doug Christie. And she still has a successful successful life. And that is one key thing that Jackie said. She said she got a successful life, and she's been married to Doug over 20 years. And it's evident because she's Jackie Christie, Doug Christie. If y'all go all the way back when he used to play with the Sacramento Kings. And she used to always be there. I always knew about her. My whole thing is, I don't like how they play the gang up game. And I don't like how Evelyn has always done that, because she don't have shit going on. And she don't. She don't. All right. And then the ladies show up at Brandy's pop-up dinner, and then Ming shows up and says that they have a love-hate relationship. So her and Brandy, they got a love-hate relationship. All right, Ming. And then Chantel calls to say that she is not going to be coming to the event, and we knew that. And then Ty, Jen, they all come, and then Ty speaks to Ming. They fist bump, and then Ty said, well, I never fist bumped my ex. And then Jackie arrives, and Jackie come requesting a drink. And I said, maybe the reason why Jackie always be drinking, because she knows she got a drink to deal with these bitches. Just being honest. Maybe that is the reason why. And I saw that today when I watched the episode, and I said, well, maybe she just had to drink because she know that they gonna try her, which they always do. And then when she asked for the drink, Denise spoke with everyone, and she didn't speak to Jackie. And then Jackie said, hey, Denise. Hey, Denise. She said it again. Hey, Denise. Hey, Denise. Denise didn't speak. I said, okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. And then they bring the dishes out to the ladies and getting their opinions on, you know, Brandy brings the dishes out to the ladies. And I tell you, when I tell you that fish, that fried fish looks good. I said, Brandy, she can cook now. Them recipes that she used to be giving in her cookbook, Chef's Kitchen for real. I say Chef's Kitchen all the time, but this the real Chef's Kitchen. The girl can cook. Them spices is banging. From what they were showing on the show, yeah, girl, you doing good. And then they bring the ladies out, they bring the dishes out for the ladies to try. And Brandy is thanking the ladies and getting their opinions. And all of them said that it's good. And then Jackie calling. Jackie started calling Dougie. I said, ooh, Jackie, you know it's gonna be some bullshit. Like, for real. She calling her son. Then she gotta put her damn jacket on. And when she put that jacket on, I said, oh, Lord. And then she not listening to them at all. And she telling Dougie, turn that light off. Well, turn the light on. She telling him to turn the light on. And then she calling her driver. Then she started calling her driver, and she make sure that her coat is on. And it been put on. It's been put on when she started calling Dougie and telling him to turn the light on. Catch. And then Denise finally says that Ming is asking about how she does not want to, and she don't want to hear it. I mean, Ming started talking, and then she said, you just don't want to talk about anything regarding your children. And then Chantel, Jackie says, Chantel, and then Jackie says that Ming is talking about her family. And my whole thing is, y'all leave her family alone, please. Don't say nothing about her family. Then Jackie says that she is not going to discuss Chantel without her being present. And she says she wants the ladies to respect it. And I said, rightfully so. Y'all got to respect it. Leave her family out of it. Leave her family out of it. Because from what I can remember, I never remember Jackie saying anything about anybody's family. And I have to remember if she ever said anything about Chantel. I mean, I never remember her, you know, crossing that line. Tell me in the comments if she ever said anything about anybody's child, because I don't remember it. And I do remember that I have watched Basketball Wives enough to see and remember that she never said anything physically about anybody's child. And she told them that they need to respect that. And then they couldn't do nothing but just respect it. I'm like, mean respect it. She don't want to discuss Chantel, rightfully so. But that was the episode, y'all. I told y'all I was gonna get y'all this episode, Basketball Wives, Season 12, Episode 8. And they was brawling. And the girls was fighting. And then Jackie was putting the girls in their place too. And don't talk about her child. Don't talk about her daughter. Don't talk about her daughter no more. No more. Don't talk about her daughter, she said. Leave her daughter out of it. Unless Chantel is there. Don't say nothing else about her daughter. But that was my review, YouTube. Y'all have a good rest of your day. And I'm going to go ahead and get this uploaded. And then I will be uploading the rest of my content. But bye, YouTube. Have a good one. Have a blessed day. And YouTube, that was the video. And what I want y'all to do is like, comment, and subscribe. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, YouTube family.